What's up, everybody? It's Birchmill Video here today, and I just happened to think of something here. I've had some friends over the few years I've been driving. They've like one of my buddies, he's got a 2011, I think, Ram 1500. He had it drove it for about 1,200 miles and had to put a transmission in it. Now, he was rough on it. But the thing is it's funny. I mean, he would put it down in manual and just shift it back and forth, which, I mean, I've never found any problem with that. I do that all the time in my truck, not on my leisure, but like when I'm racing or I'm doing test pulls or something, which sounds ignorant to be doing any of that kind of crap in a pickup truck, but I just figured I'd make this little video here of how you can save your transmission's life. And what I found over the years that you can do is regularly. Now, I mean regularly, like once, depending on if your transmission's acting up at all, depends on how much you need to check it. So like, mine doesn't have any problems. I check it once a month. Make sure my oil, or make sure my transmission fluid, it's still red, and make sure it doesn't smell burnt, and make sure it's obviously still full up to the cold temperature if it's just started, or if I've got to take a trip somewhere a few miles down the road and it gets up to normal temperature, I make sure it's up to the hot and everything like that. And so little things like that, you know, regular maintenance, that will save it'll save it. So like, you would be surprised just by checking it like that, because you notice over time, and mine has, if you're really rough on a transmission, and this goes for people that pull a lot of things, you lose transmission fluid. Now, I mean, it's a mystery where it goes, because obviously it can't burn it like you can engine oil, you know what I mean? But I think it can still burn it, and I think that's what it does. Or it gets hot and it'll push it out the rear seal or whatever. But regardless, you lose transmission fluid over time. So, like I said, with the regular maintenance, if you just check it once a month, once every other month, or if it's a brand new vehicle, once every 6 months maybe, stuff like that, you would be amazed how much you can watch your transmission fluid go down. And I've done it. I do it all the time. I check it. And the same with engine oil, but it's a different ballgame. But you'd be so surprised on how much you could save. I know it sounds like I'm being really repetitive, but like because I beat it on everybody that comes in here. They're like, "Oh, my transmission's doing this." Well, have you ever had a transmission service? And they're like, "No." How many miles does it have? You know, 150,000 miles. Well, you know, you should probably check your transmission fluid. It's probably may not be burning it out, but the transmission fluid itself could be burnt in a sense, if that makes any sense to anybody. Because it can smell burnt, and it doesn't make your transmission act the same in some vehicles. Like mine, when I first got the truck, it was burnt. I mean, it was black, it was brownish more or less, and it smelled burnt. Like you could smell it. So first thing I did was change the oil in it, change transmission fluid, and obviously it took it away because it had a little bit of lazy shifting to it. Well, and I put some of that some type of transmission repair fluid that you can buy at Walmart, just see if it worked. I didn't figure it would, but it did, believe it or not, because it was shifting lazy, and now it's perfect. It's on point. But I just figured I'd make this video for anybody that happened to think about it, because I just happened to think about it sitting up here at work doing nothing. So that's how you can save your transmission without doing anything. That's literally just checking it and putting fluid in it. You don't even have to work on it, and you could save your transmission. But I think that's all I got for today. This is Birchmill Video. Be safe. Have a great day.